stop and fight. All right, now you guys go ahead and attack as well, just so we can finish them off nice and quickly. Oh, those are more bowmen.
Attack and drop.
Okay, guys, welcome back. Now, you're probably wondering, oh dear, what on earth has happened? How are you fighting forces from the Reunited Kingdom? Were you not fighting the people of Eriador just a bit ago? Well, let me tell you a story. A short story. It's been quite a few turns, actually, and important decisions had to be made. Let's go ahead and shrink this down here. So when I last left you, I had two armies over here in, I believe this is Eriador. Or I guess maybe it's nearby. Anyway, I had two armies here. They are not here anymore. We do have, I believe it's Kuga here in Ridmalin, and he's actually increasing the population. So it looks like we will be able to build up this province like we did with Dunfata. So that's great. Now, the reason I didn't continue into rebel territory, or free people territory, as I had intended, is because, as I think I pointed out last time, there was a small force that had crossed into rebel or free people territory here. A force of the Reunited Kingdom. And, well, it turns out they didn't turn around and go back to Thornburg Keep. They actually continued on, and they took Arundel. Now, I knew what this meant. They would probably just continue attacking and attack my basically undefended settlements here. And so this invasion was completely called off. Both armies were recalled. Now, Beyold is actually still here in Tharbad. I can't show you our troops actually at the moment, but basically I'm kind of retooling his army. He's actually going to have Axes of the Wolf and Dunlending Guardians, I think they're called. They're being trained up in Dunhold and soon in Dunkriok. So basically, we're kind of retooling his army. Of course, we needed to answer the threat of the Reunited Kingdom very soon, though, and that is going to take a while. So what I did is I basically gave Beyold's army to Waka. You may recall Waka is the one who had basically our own troops for the most part, whereas Beyold had a sizable mercenary force, or mercenary contingent. And basically, since Beyold was in such a sorry state, because you may also recall he was the one who's like grievously wounded, I basically had him stick around in Tharbad, and he's actually healed up pretty nicely. I think there's a healer building there, and it slowly like removes the bad trait of being basically terribly wounded. Now, he may end up staying there as the governor. He's attuned to it by now. So we may actually have the new army that I'm training up basically go to a different commander, or we might have Beyold do it. I don't know. But anyway, that's why Beyold is here. And basically, Waka took control of his army, his mercenary army, and has come down here to Arundel. And, I mean, I can't show you all of the stuff. Like, I mean, we disbanded a bunch of troops we didn't need anymore. We left a sturdy garrison there at Tharbad, but I can't really show you the exact troop types at the moment. But just know that Beyold basically gave his army to Waka. He's been recuperating here in Tharbad while we train up some new troops for him to use instead of the Wilding Swords and the other units that we had before. But we are still going to have the mercenary bowmen. In fact, we have a few of them here at Greyholm, along with some Dunlending pikemen, who are also going to be part of that new army. All right, so anyway, while all that was going on, nothing really of note was happening here in Rohan. And of course, Waka, leading formerly Beyold's army, has basically come down here to attack Arundel. Now, he placed it under siege, and basically what has happened is the moment he did so, the Reunited Kingdom has attacked him. Which brings us to the battle. Oh. Can I not see? Oh, I was hoping I could show you Waka's army down here in the panel, or if I, like, right-clicked on him, but I guess that doesn't work. All right, well, I guess I will have to show you on the battlefield. Let's look at their troops. Now, this is the force that's attacked us. It's a couple of bowmen and a Dunedain swordsman unit, and we are going to have our cavalry just hopefully obliterate them. And this was is the army that's in Arundel and is coming out to attack us, and it is a fearsome-looking bunch, I have to admit. These two generals here are actually cavalry bodyguards, so they actually have sizable cavalry contingent, and a sizable infantry contingent, and a sizable archer contingent. So actually, this is a pretty good army for them. I'm not sure how well this will go for us, but we do have a very powerful force in Waka's army. And again, I will show you on the battlefield. So let's just get right into it. Okay, guys, welcome to the battle. So, as I promised, I'll just quickly show you Waka's army first. Basically, we still retained all of the Eriador rider mercenaries, and we recruited some more just to make sure he had a full cavalry contingent. And of course, he has a cavalry bodyguard himself, so we have 5 units of cavalry there. We have the Enedwaith Axeman mercenaries, and again, we replenished and recruited more of them, so this is basically his front line, is these Axeman mercenaries. We have 4 units of wolf hunters, which will be like our second line, fulfilling the role that they've been fulfilling this whole time, as well as 2 units of Dunlending pikemen, who once again will be fulfilling the role they have this whole time, as well as 4 units of mercenary bowmen of Eriador. I think this is quite a sturdy force. We've seen the axemen are very good at what they do. The wolf hunters have been pretty good as well, as have the bowmen. The pikemen, maybe not so much, but we'll see. And of course, having a nice sturdy cavalry roster will certainly, or cavalry contingent will certainly help us out as well. So now, for the battle itself, here's the small force that attacked us, and so we're going to send our cavalry right up there to just quickly eliminate them as fast as possible. Meanwhile, the army is going to form up right here, facing this way, and that's because the reinforcements, the bulk of their forces, are coming from this direction. Now, we don't have a nice tall hill to stand on, but I guess we do have... This is a slight slope here. I don't think it'll really give us much of an advantage, but it'll give us a tiny advantage. And of course, the enemy is the attacker, so they have to come to us anyway. So we'll just have our army just get over here and wait for them to arrive. And while we wait for them to arrive, our own cavalry will be coming over here to murder these guys. So, without any further delay, we begin.
More weaklings to reinforce their line.
Filthy Dunedain! Filthy Dunedain! We will attack these archers here. All right, attack them in the side, or in the rear, rather. We need them to rout really quickly. Oh. We have that stupid skirmish mode on for the general's bodyguard. Definitely don't want that. All right, get over here and... Come on, get over here. And attack in the side there. All right, that's one of the bodyguard units. That's very unfortunate. Seriously, stop wavering and just die already. Let's get our cavalry over here. Throwing axes and stuff at them, that's good. See, we'll let them fire for a bit more. Seriously, you still haven't eliminated them? Hurry it up.
Enemy army runs. Now hunt them.
They're still throwing spears. Come on, hurry it up. All right, let's get all of our cavalry over here now. They honestly took a severe beating. Well, at least one of the units did. All right, we have no more units within range that can let them have it, so... Oh. Where are you guys going? Get back over here. Just stand there and kill them. What are you guys doing? Stop and fight. All right, now you guys go ahead and attack as well, just so we can finish them off nice and quickly. Oh, those are more bowmen.
Attack and drive them back in the same way.
Actually, here. Bring all of our cavalry out here. All right, you guys get back over here. You guys get back over... Oh, actually, like that. All right, go ahead and attack them. Run away, run away. Alright, let's have our own archers fire at will, just so that as they come within range, they can be shot. Swordsmen, militia over there. Alright, cavalry, retreat. Alright, we can have some of our mercenaries fire there, apparently. Alright, you fire, and you fire. Alright, there we go. We eliminated that unit there. And we should eliminate them pretty quickly as well. There's only 5 guys left over there. Right, unfortunately, cannot reach them, so we'll have to have more units come out here and attack them again. Otherwise, they're just going to cause us damage. Wait, are they retreating? No, 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 they're not. Alright, get out here and attack those bowmen as well. Oh, we have King's Longbowmen there. Unfortunately, those guys are actually really good melee combatants, like even more so than, I guess, these guys. In fact, what we might do then is to have our bowmen step out in loose formation and then just pelt them with arrows. That's going to hurt. You guys pursue them. While those guys kind of sit there. You guys fire on them. We have this cavalry here. They can actually attack them once, cause a bit more damage. Alright. Cavalry, get out of there. Okay, shaken, but we did not manage to rout them. Okay, they are now shaken as well. Okay, form up right here, right next to the bowmen. Right, they're wavering. Stop firing. Cavalry, eliminate them. This is kind of odd, actually. Why are they coming up so, like, piecemeal with so few of them? Okay, fire on the bowmen there. Okay, you just broke them. Good, good. Alright, switch out of loose formation and return back behind our lines while these guys just kind of go off to the side here. Here, you guys go get them. Oh, you know what? Actually, come back behind our lines. Just because they'll bring that unit towards them, and then we can kill them. Okay, seriously. Kill that one guy. Alright, good. Alright, cavalry. Get on over here. Actually, no, wait. You guys stay over here. They're already wavering. Let's give them a charge. But my guys are getting very tired, so... Oh, they're broken. Good. Slaughter them without mercy. Waiting for orders indeed. Okay, so let's see. They've got at least one unit over there. There's their commander. Here goes their spearmen. This is kind of interesting, though, because it looks like they're not attacking. Even though, again, they're the attackers, so unless they do something, they're going to lose the battle. Should I... See, I don't want to leave my position, but maybe... At the same time, I don't want them to get away. Because, like, I imagine they can just retreat if they want to. Oh, wait, here. What we'll do is... Actually, you know what? Hold on. I don't want to fight in the trees. Well, actually, maybe I do. No, I don't. I remember Dunland's forces get a lot of bonuses in the trees, but our army is almost entirely mercenaries. There's literally 5 units. The 4 wolf hunters and the general's bodyguard are the only Dunlandian units we've actually got here. Alright, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll actually form up right over here. So, like, we'll be kind of partially in the trees, but not really fully in the trees. If the enemy chooses to come out and fight from their positions, then obviously that's what we'll do. If they don't, then I guess we'll just win the battle by default, having eliminated a significant portion of their forces. Alright, so now it'll be a bit, though, before battle is rejoined, so I think I'm going to let you guys go here, and I'll bring you back as, well, battle recommences, or I guess if they just lose. Okay, guys, welcome back. So we've gotten over to that position that I showed you a moment ago. And the enemy is kind of going to and fro, but they're not really, like, like attacking us, I guess. In fact, I'm really not entirely sure what they're thinking, so I believe we've eliminated all their archers at this point. So I think it's probably okay if we have them open fire. Just so that we can start picking off like some of these guys, for example, that are over here. And as you can see, we've got another unit that's kind of moving up over there, so we'll shoot at them a bit too, I imagine. You know what we might want to do is actually have the pikemen kind of away from the flanks, since they don't exactly have a cavalry presence anymore. Let's have the axemen sort of stand over here. You guys... Oh, shoot. We're out of ammo on some of them, so stop firing. Not sure what those guys are really thinking, to be honest. Shaken, tired, being pelted by wolf hunters. Okay, shaken. Maybe I should have my axemen go ahead and charge them. Well, I guess if I was going to do that, I should have done it much sooner. Actually, no, wait, they're not retreating. Alright, you know what? You guys go ahead and attack them, and let's have a couple of cavalry units here back you up. They're not as tired as they used to be. They've had a chance to kind of rest a bit. Alright, and they had some hidden units over there, so I think it would be wise to pull back. What we'll do is we'll have the cavalry kind of screen them. Alright, and then pull back. Right, I think there are actually like 3 units there now. Or no, wait, there's 2 units. Oh, wait, those guys are broken! Turn around, go get them. Oh, and now they're not broken anymore. Well, can we re-break them quickly? Shaken. Oh crap, that cavalry unit is getting the snot kicked out of it. Retreat. Retreat. As in run. Dang it. If I had just noticed that they were retreating sooner, that could have ended much better. Our cavalry have definitely earned their pay today. See, these guys are all firing at will. Okay, good. So let's see, we have Dunedain swordsmen and more men-at-arms. Let's see, can we push our army forward? Let's say here. Which obviously that'll kind of tip their lines there, but you know what? I think that's fine. Right, they're wavering. So let's get another cavalry unit up there basically to kill the routers. We don't want our wolf hunters to use up their ammo. Well, these guys are super tired, though. Oh, no, 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 do not fire, do not fire. No, no, I said do not fire. Dang, they fired. Alright, there we go. They've been eliminated. So now, return to our lines before those guys come over here and kill you. Right, and we'll have our guys go ahead and open fire. Actually, why don't we have you guys kind of run over this way? Javelins have been thrown. Alright, let's have these guys kind of line up over here. Let's have our archers start using up the rest of their ammo. That looks like a pretty tough unit, right? So, it's definitely not a waste of ammunition. More Dunedain swordsmen. There's a Kingdom militia unit over there. And we basically only have one archer unit that still has ammunition. And I think they just fired probably the last of their ammunition. Oh wait, there's also... There's a couple of Kingdom militia units. And actually... Is there... I assume there's more units hiding here, because otherwise, why is there this big gap in their line? Alright, let's... advance. Right, now run. Actually, we might be close enough that the... oh yeah, the wolf hunters are throwing javelins at them. Oh, and the axemen will throw their axes. Well, alright then, I guess why not? I think that's basically most of our ammunition used up. Oh, I hear screaming. Excellent. Alright, who here is fresh? You're fresh. Get over here and eliminate them. Right now we need to be careful because... Oh yeah, there's the general's bodyguard. Oh, they're broken as well. Good. Who? Let's see, another... Okay, they're utterly tired. Fresh. Alright, you, get over here. Let's see, it looks like we've thrown every javelin and fired every arrow. They're right over there. Yes, the filthy Dunedain all perish, just as they should. Still, it's very odd. The AI is behaving strangely, at least in my opinion they are. Alright, let's move forward again. I'll have them walk for just a bit, and then we'll tell them to run. Actually, we'll just tell them to run now. Just to ensure that they get into their positions before the enemy chooses to move again. If they choose to move again. Oh, and actually, where are the pikemen? I'm going to put them on this flank over here, just so that we can take out the general's bodyguard with them if the opportunity comes. Alright, well, these guys are just not moving. So I guess we'll have these two guys just charge them. And then we'll have this wolf hunter unit kind of back them up. Oh, and actually, that's a mistake. Let's have the pikemen get over here. Just in case they finally come to their senses and like try to like hit our units like here in the rear or something. Alright, let them have it. Alright, and they are broken. Alright, do we have a fresh unit? Let's have the general's bodyguard get over here. Let's see, we'll have the two Axeman mercenary units basically charge them. Oh, that bodyguard just isn't moving. Alright, wolf hunters attack in the rear. Alright, you guys attack. And they're broken. Actually, here, just go and attack them. Alright, there's 18 of them. Oh, okay, the others are over there. Right. Excellent, excellent. This is actually working out quite nicely. Let's get these guys over here now. Along with the swordsmen and pikemen. I guess we'll bring the archers over here too, just so that like the general's bodyguard doesn't try to like attack them from the side or something. Okay, good. We got all of them as well. Let's make sure all the cavalry gets back here. Alright, pikemen, run to your position. Followed by the axemen and the wolf hunters. I guess we can have the bowmen run too now. Alright, so I assume you are the last of your forces here. So what I'm thinking is we have the pikemen charge them from the front, while we have maybe some of these axemen like attack from the rear. Make sure most of our cavalry gets back here too. Alright, so here's what we'll do. Pikemen, go in. You guys from the side. You guys from this side. Cavalry, step forward. Oh, no, no, no! Come back! Come back! Get back here! Where do you think you're going? Wait a minute, did I just hear... Right, attack! I heard what sounded like... Well, there is another unit in there. All right, well, I guess... Oh, here we go. Good, good, good. All right, cavalry. Get over here. Guys, stop moving. Just attack them. All right, let's get these two X-Men units over here as well, since we'll probably need to intercept. Oh, it was a horseman unit. Oh, well, at least they're dying at a decent pace, I think. All right, let's have Waka get in there. Oh, they're broken and running. All right, well, I guess that kind of is what it is then. Pikemen, charge forward. And I guess we'll have the Axemen just kind of let them have it too. And there we have it.
Army runs. Now hunt them down.
Oh, this is the edge of the map. I didn't realize that that's where we were. All right, excellent. That was actually quite a long battle, I have to admit. Probably because the enemy didn't properly attack us there in the second half. All right, but obviously our cavalry suffered pretty heavy casualties, actually, though they did a lot of good work. Actually, no other unit really suffered terrible casualties. I mean, the pikemen took a little bit, but I think that was mostly because they were fighting the general's bodyguard there at the end anyways. Actually, I think one of them also fought the other general's bodyguard towards the beginning of the battle. And the rest of these casualties are pretty negligible. Meanwhile, they lost a mighty host. All right, well, let's take this back to the campaign map. Okay, guys, welcome back to the campaign map. So this is all that's left in Arundel. And I guess this is all that's left. I think this force actually didn't join the battle. It was a separate force somewhere else. But now Arundel should be pretty easy for us to take at this point. Let's see. Okay, we have rebels over there. So for some reason, the dwarves said that they didn't appreciate having me transgress on their lands, even though I definitely haven't. But we did drive a dwarven scout out of Austin Edhill, so I don't know if somehow that got construed as us doing something against them. When of course it's the other way around. They were doing something bad against us. All right, but anyway, as I said before, we were training Axes of the Wolf, so this is what they look like. And then we're also going to be training up some Dunlandian Guardians to be part of Beowulf's army. Which, just as a reminder, basically, this is what's left of the forces we had up here. Like, I disbanded a bunch of troops, I merged other units, and so this is basically the garrison of Tharbad at the moment. If Freehold comes and attacks and, like, takes these settlements, then we basically don't have any real garrisons in them. So that'll just kind of be the way it is. We're not at war with Freehold either. In fact, Freehold actually went to war with the Kingdom of Adunabar, our allies. So I think their forces are actually quite busy elsewhere. And here are the mercenary bowmen and the tribal pikes that are going to be part of either Beold's army or some other commander once we've got the Axes of the Wolf and the Dunlending Guardians put together. And Dunkriak will be able to train up some of those units too, once that building is finished being built there. And actually, Dunfrecka can recruit those sorts of troops right now, but we're having them train up riders of the Eisenmarch since we just got that building there too. So that's going to be a powerful native army once it's finished being trained up. Now, I had a spy over here. Unfortunately, he died. And as you can see, Adunabar is actually pushing into Reunited Kingdom territory. The kingdom still holds, I believe this is Pelargir. Yes, it is. But they've taken Minas Arnor, Arnak, and this settlement here, Linhir. And there were a bunch of troops fighting back and forth between the two kingdoms over here, but again, my spy unfortunately perished, so I can't see any further. Alright, but anyway, I think that's actually it for now. I do have some campaign map stuff to do before we do this battle, and actually I think I need to build up some siege equipment because I don't have any. So regardless, I will bring you guys back as more of interest occurs.